everybody, welcome back to Northernlion's challenge runs in the Binding of Isaac, only twist ending. It's not a challenge run this time, except we are going to play as Judas. This is going to be a vanilla run. Challenge run suggestions have been a little bit dry as of right now. I am dealing with a slight backlog as I got to prepare for a trip I'm taking in a few days. And this video will probably go up midway through that or even after it's over. But in any case, most of the comments, top comments for challenge runs I've kind of done already, and some of the comments are just arguing, "You fool, it's not Blood of the Martyr," or "It's not the Halo, it's Blood of the Martyr, it's just a damage upgrade." I get it. But unfortunately, that's rendered a lot of those challenge run suggestions kind of invisible to me. So for now, we're just going to do a vanilla run. I don't mean to sound like I'm ungrateful or anything, because I do enjoy these vanilla runs. Wow, that is actually very interesting. Let me think about this. So we're on the Cellar Part 1. At the very least, I like the Book of Belial. I like the Book of Belial with Judas. I think it makes him a very powerful... It's a very powerful combination for him to take. But the D6 is also tempting in its own right, you know? So what I'm thinking is maybe we'll stick with Book of Belial, but if the item from the boss is garbage, then I will use the D6 to just re-roll that, and I'll just take Book of Belial with me. Because it doesn't, you know, D6 doesn't re-roll everything on the floor, it just re-rolls the item in the room that you're in. If only I could use the D6 to re-roll itself, I would be even happier, but thanks to Book of Belial, we are going to be done with this boss fight quickly, and we'll see what we get. If it's a health upgrade, I will definitely re-roll it. If it's anything else, I'm fairly likely to re-roll it. Let's see, we got a Tears upgrade. I don't think we need that Tears upgrade. I think we'll take the D6, re-roll, then we'll come back, get Book of Belial. We should also see what's in our item room here, but we should get the D6 first, just in case it's an item in the secret room, which we don't want. Hopefully that makes any sense at all. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of backtracking, which is normally outside of the status quo for a Northernlion Isaac video. But that's the way Dad did it, America, etc., working out pretty well so far. So we're going to move onwards here with our D6. It wouldn't be a bad idea to necessarily take the D6 with us as we moved further and further into the game. We're just going to get money in here, which is actually exactly what I wanted. Now we'll go to the boss room. And in the boss room, I will re-roll that Tears upgrade. I'm prepared to accept what they're going to give me. We got Coin Purse instead. Could be awesome, could be terrible. All hinges on this white pill. Friends to the end. How about the blue pill? Tears up. Alright, so at least, as long as we don't get a tears down here, we've evened it out. And Telepills has just moved us across the level. So that actually ended up working out slightly better than just taking the tears upgrade they would have given us. We got a tears upgrade from the pill regardless, and we're going to have some flies to take with us, as well as the fly pill that I will take down at the next floor as well. Wasn't worth the amount of time it took me to backtrack for it, but, you know, you gotta at least give it a shot. So, big round of applause, everybody, for the D6. Thank you for your cameo in today's episode, even though I'm not playing as Isaac. We'll head down to the next floor. For whatever reason, HP upgrades have been incredibly rare for me lately. Which is a problem, because HP upgrades, like my entire strategy for the Binding of Isaac lately, hinges entirely on getting HP upgrades that I can trade with Deals with the Devil. So this puts us in an unfortunate position right now. We might as well use the second Friends Till the End pill just to keep things moving along here. Yeah, it puts us in an unfortunate situation where I'm probably going to be unlikely to follow my usual strategy, and it's really unfortunate because this strategy is very important as Judas, who obviously starts with very little health. Now, the flip side is that if we get very lucky with Tinted Rocks, we could possibly end up rolling like a permanent invincibility or even like a Whore of Babylon run on this run. I think it's kind of unlikely that things shake out like that, but it's certainly not outside of the realm of possibilities. So we definitely want to make sure these Spider Bros are dying as soon as possible. There we go. Only one left. Come at me, Bro. It's like Spider Bro. I tried. It doesn't really work. We might as well fight our boss because we do have Book of Belial at the ready. It's going to be Blighted Ovum, which is fine by me, even though I'm a little bit slow and I kind of hate dodging the shots after these things die. One more hit is going to do it, so I'm just going to do this. Get behind the blast shield. Totally safe. We'll take our HP upgrade. Maybe we'll get a chance to roll that permanent invincibility here. Well, the Mark will give us increased damage and also the 2 Spirit Hearts, right? Oh, it only gave us 1 Spirit Heart. Well, I'm still okay with this decision for now. I think we can survive on these Spirit Hearts until we get to the next floor. And now Book of Belial is not as important. In these vanilla runs, I kind of like to be a little bit riskier because I don't get the opportunity to F things up as much, you know, naturally, just because of the fact that we're not doing something totally insane. But the fact that we have decent base damage now is awesome. We can get a lot of items that will synergize well with this. But of course, I am going to be kind of hoping for HP upgrades as well. Like Lard here would be fantastic. We get the Forget Me Now. Very tempting game. Very tempting indeed. Is it worth getting rid of Book of Belial for that? It's a very interesting question. I'm saving our bomb not for the secret room, but for potential tinted rocks. But if we don't have any tinted rocks, I'll probably just try to go to the potential secret room. Well, we got another bomb there. Might as well... well, we'll have three possible locations for the secret room, so I'd give us 2/3 odds of possibly finding the bounty here. Is it worth getting rid of Book of Belial to have another crack at item room, boss room, shop? Depends what we get in the secret room. We'll see. Well, that was a lucky guess. It's a slot machine. Why don't we play it and see if we can win some keys? Because if we win some keys, then I can go to the shop potentially. It might make Forget Me Now more useful, but I think I'm just going to probably leave. This pill could be very valuable. Balls of Steel. That was incredibly valuable. It actually doubled our health. So, I'm going to play this until I get down to 7 cents, which is like our last amount of money that could be useful on the shop. In any case, getting those 2 Spirit Hearts was worth the 8 cents I will have invested by this point. Friends Till the End is not really worth too much. Neither is that Red Heart, and we're going to save our last remaining bomb. So I'm feeling a little bit more confident about things, but certainly the only thing I would probably consider getting rid of Book of Belial for now would be Book of Revelations or possibly the Nail. Should we come across a deal with the devil that I can actually make good use of. Going to continue rolling around here. We're doing enough base damage that I don't have to worry about these guys surviving for too long. We might as well pop Friends Till the End again, just to make sure that we have maximum offensive potential as we move along here. You might be saying, Northernlion, now's the time when you should be using Book of Belial more often, and you are 100% correct. But as always, I suffer from too good to use syndrome, and I always feel like Book of Belial is too good to use. We're going to save Telepills until we actually have been to the item room and the boss room, because again, I'd love to get the I Am Error room, but I would love to kind of get everything else on the floor before we do that, obviously. So we're going to be fighting Girdster here. We are going to pop Book of Belial. Don't worry, you pretty little head. We're going to get you home to Tyson in your cozy tiger bed. But first, Book of Belial has now been popped, so my entire kind of train of thought has been disrupted. But we are going to be dealing with Gertie pretty quickly here. I should really take out that red nub. There we go. Now my dodging strategy can be used effectively again. So we're just going to do semicircular dodging. I wish Gertie had a weak point that I could hit for massive damage. Sadly, no, and I am going to take some damage myself. Thereby probably ensuring that we're not going to get a deal with the devil on this room. Which is not it's not a bad thing, really, because we really just need the HP upgrade from Gertie, which hopefully we do get. In fact, we actually got meat, which gives us damage and tears upgrade as well. I know it only says it gives you tears, but I've been told it gives you damage. So having that again, we're a little bit stronger now. What's the Britney Spears song? I'm stronger than yesterday. Now it's nothing but a heartache? I don't know. Early 2000s, weird time for popular music. So never anybody on the internet gets up in arms, like anybody my age gets up in arms over Justin Bieber. Like if you're 16 and you listen to metal or something, I can understand getting into arms, or getting up in arms over Justin Bieber, because you're like, man, I'm so much cooler than other kids my age. But as like a 24-year-old adult, well, we get 2 live bombs here. I always just want to say, you know, we listened to like garbage music back when we were 12 as well. That's kind of like a large point of the popular music industry, is marketing music to 12-year-olds. So, you know, don't be mad when these people who are very good at their jobs continue to be very good at their jobs. Anyway, we're gonna keep going onwards here. I've taken some pretty terrible damage, but now that we have the HP upgrade, it's not as dire. So hopefully we will continue to survive here. I'm just firing sweet-ass, like, sniper bullets, like so. Obviously, that's our second chest that is completely unavailable to us. Key, more money. Could come in handy at some point. Not any point in the immediate future, but it's okay. Again, any of these rooms would have been great to use Book of Belial on. Sadly, no such luck. Oh, that was the worst possible fucking damage. Anyway, at this point, with 1 bomb left, I say we drop an attempt on the secret room. Like, we've only got 1 shot at this. I think my guess is going to be down here. Otherwise, we'll just use telepills. Lucky me. 6 more cents and some fire to shoot to potentially get a key. Or another penny, potentially. Nope, nothing. Then we'll telepills. Alright, just dropped us into that adjacent room, which had live bombs everywhere. So, 19 cents, but nowhere to spend it, and we can't go to the item room or the shop on this floor. That's bad news for a vanilla run, but, you know, with the amount of damage that we're dealing, hopefully we can compensate for that with the boss room on this floor. Who knows? Or some sweet HP upgrade pills. We need to pick something, basically. We need to pick a strategy. Are we gonna... This is Book of Belial worthy. Are we gonna roll with actual health? Oh, that was close. Are we gonna roll with the actual red hearts, or are we just gonna go for, like, permanent invincibility from the Polaroid on spirit hearts? I'm okay with either. I just kind of need the game to give me a sign. Give me the nail. Give me Book of Revelations. Even the relic or the mitre might be enough to convince... How did I take damage there? Might be enough to convince me one way or the other. Or, again, getting something like Lard or the Rosary. Who knows? Lots of pills giving me balls of steel or something. Anything along these lines would do a lot to kind of help me figure out where I want to go with the rest of my Binding of Isaac life. You know, it's a big decision. Can't expect every 17-year-old Judas to know exactly what he wants to do with the rest of his Isaac life. You gotta think about it. You gotta have some signs from the, you know, outward environment. So, we are gonna come up here, and with 2 bombs, I think it's safe for us to use 1 to check for the secret room here. In which case we find the secret room. I've had very good luck with that so far, and we're gonna play this piece of garbage 6 times. So we get down to 15 cents. Actually, we might as well just play it as much as possible, because we really... Like, not being able to go to the shop is okay. Not being able to go to the item room 2 floors in a row could be potentially damaging. I can always rationalize it, like, oh, on the last floor, we just would have gotten, you know, Spider Butt anyway. But 2 floors, you know, we're potentially missing out on some solid items. What I would really love is an all stats up, but that's pretty unlikely. What's that pill? Balls of Steel. That is beautiful. I will absolutely take that. Also took a drink of water there. Don't need a pill for that, but you kind of do need the water for the pill, interestingly enough. That's another red heart we can't use yet. That's another Balls of Steel pill. Wow, this is incredibly lucky. This is the kind of sign that I needed. What did I say? Lots of Balls of Steel pills. I would love some keys as well. Well, we do manage to make that happen. Thank you, Secret Room. Secret Room slot machine actually paid out quite nicely. That's something that doesn't always happen. Now, watch us get Spider Button here, and the game will troll engine flip us around. Well, you know, it's still pretty bad, the white feather. But at least we had the opportunity to see what we were missing. Is it better to have loved and lost or never loved at all? I don't know how that relates to that, or how that relates to this. I just thought of bringing it up, you know? Let's continue onwards here. And we're just going to do some, you know, counterclockwise dodges. The cousin, twice removed to semicircular dodges. Worked out fairly well there. We obviously do not need that red heart, and we're just moving on. Oh, I hate this room. I always hate this room. Just stand still, stay in the corridor. Managed to make it work. Excellent. Don't worry about the poop. We're going to be at the boss room soon, sweetie. Oh, come on! The worst damage. Okay, we blew up the poop. Or we blew up the TNT. If we blew up the poop, that guy's got some kind of digestive issue. We only lost a spirit heart in our travels here, which is good. And the boss room is going to be available to us right away. Should probably just go explore this last room first, so I'm not feeling like I didn't see everything there is to see. And this is good, actually, believe it or not. Although I would love to have Book of Belial at the ready for this fight as well. Please just get into one of these lanes so I can actually hit you. Although I would love to have Book of Belial at the ready. Run, run, run. Obviously that's going to be impossible. But I would love to get some extra bombs from Super Wrath here, who has finally chosen a corridor in which to stay. Seriously, are you just going to stand in the middle of the map the whole fucking time? It's probably... Super Wrath is probably more difficult to fight than the boss that we're actually going to fight on this floor. So Book of Belial would probably be worthwhile. Book of Belial? Probably worthwhile. That's my review. Please die. Please die. Don't shoot any more bombs. Thank you. Oh, and we got keys as well. The beauty. Sadly, we don't want to go to the shop on this floor. We'll go to the shop on the next floor when we'll probably have the money to make it actually worthwhile. Here we're going to be fighting Pestilence, and if I had known that it would be Pestilence or Super Wrath, I absolutely would have used Book of Belial on Super Wrath instead of Pestilence. But anyway, I'm going to keep this up. Pestilence is going to die. We're going to get a cube of meat, still with the potential to get 3 cubes of meat, which would be worthwhile, but again, oh, that's bad damage. But still pretty shitty items. Now, if we can just get Mom's Knife for 1 red heart, I would be... Oh, well, Krampus. Actually, that's fine, too. Fairly difficult set of 3 rooms, though, considering we're going to be fighting Super Wrath, the boss, who is actually easy, but then Krampus at the end. But this is good, because our range is fine. So, we'll be able to leverage this lump of coal. Too many blank of blanks. we'll be able to leverage this lump of coal for some extra damage moving forwards. And you know what? The whole scheme of things, Krampus not altogether that difficult, although he was... Oh, that was terrible. He was, when he first came out, I found this guy fucking impossible, but, you know, now that you're dealing with the Fallen, like, every 3 runs, more if you're still fighting Satan, he's not so bad, because his patterns basically just are exactly the same as the Fallen. In any case, actually, you're dealing with Krampus probably more than you deal with the Fallen. I am taking the worst possible damage here against the easiest possible boss. Anyway, we're still alive. We got a lot of Spirit Hearts there, which is very useful for us. And it's down to the next floor with 2 keys. This floor could really start to turn things around for me. And we're going to start right away with Dead Sea Scrolls, which obviously we are going to avoid. Now I'm starting to realize we really should have stuck with that T6 that we picked up earlier. Hasn't worked out too well for us going with Book of Belial. I mean, it's helped us out, and this is actually going to be a double floor. Let's pop Book of Belial quick. This is going to be a double floor. Oh, it's awful damage, which means we're only going to have 1 shop left available. What do we want? Almost anything. Since we can't fly, ladder's good. Since we have a good spacebar item, but not infinite item power, battery, Nun's Habit, 9 volts. Since I don't have any other means to find my way to the end of the levels quickly, map or compass, particularly compass would be valuable. Or, you know, Mom's Purse to allow us to hold 2 trinkets, even though I haven't gotten one yet. Basically, if we get 15 cents, with only a very few exceptions, like Notched Axe or something, if there's something in the shop, we're going to be buying it. Provided we survive long enough to get there, of course. This is another room where Book of Belial is probably worthwhile. It's not really maybe the most efficient use of Book of Belial, but considering I might as well use it anyway, why not, you know? And again, this is a chain reaction type room, which is a room that sometimes I enjoy and sometimes I find truly horrifying. That was closer to enjoyable than horrifying, but, you know, they exist on a sliding scale. With 7 bombs, we'll be getting this treasure chest one way or the other. Nice dodge. Just keep it up. Kill the silkworm. Okay, and nothing else is going to fire at us. Fantastic. Feels good to not be antagonized on the room for once. And the weird thing about my Isaac play is that sometimes when I find myself up against the wall, play a little bit better. So I'm hoping that's the case here. And we do, it's one of those weird runs where we're kind of glass cannon-y, but our cannon isn't strong enough and our glass is quite brittle. So it doesn't quite have either of the characteristics of it that I normally enjoy. Now, I know I said we would be going to the shop here. Playing Judgment is usually better than going to the shop. He's going to give us some keys, more than is necessary. He's going to blow himself up. Yeah, thanks. And he gave us the tick. Alright. Well, we still have 11 cents. At least we didn't spend too much to just have our dreams crushed. Now, these guys are all going to split up. We're just going to try to dodge them effectively. We don't have rage. That's one thing I've got to remember. Oh, the worst damage. It's one thing I've got to remember as we move along here. That red heart still is not useful. We're got to be coming up close to something, yeah? Oh, it's another judgment. Alright. Don't fuck me as hard as the last one, please. I would still welcome Polaroid. Oh, what's this? 2 of spades. We'll use it right away. Whoa, and the candle. Oh shit, that beats Book of Belial. It's close. Book of Belial is very good in its own right, but I think the candle is a little bit better. Mostly because we can use it several times on a room, and it usually one-shots enemies. So we're still looking for a lot of stuff. We need, we'll probably go to the shop regardless of whether or not we have enough money. There's our second item room, which is obviously useful for us as well. Thank you, Cube of Meat, for saving me from a little bit of stupid damage here. Oh, you're not dead yet? How is that possible? There we go. Okay. Skeleton key, just in time. If only we'd gotten that a little earlier on this run, I'd be happier, but, you know, it's okay. Still a good item. Never gonna complain about skeleton key. Even though I may have just not done that exact thing. I want to go to the shop, even though we don't have a lot of money. We have enough bombs to possibly... Do we need to go to the shop? Now it doesn't matter, because the candle's not good. Or, I mean, the candle's great, but the battery doesn't actually help us with the candle at all. So maybe, that's not the secret room, maybe the shop is not as good as it could be, but it could be awesome if it gives us the compass, you know? In any case, we're going to use our bombs to access Demon Judgment, not necessarily for Demon Judgment, but for the fact that I can get, oh, that was a waste, for the fact that I can get this Tinted Rock, which actually gave us a damage upgrade. I would have loved some Spirit Hearts, but the damage upgrade is great as well. Don't let me sound like I am, you know, being ungrateful for that beautiful item. Anything that can increase our damage at this point is valuable to me. That extra money doesn't really affect our run all that much. Now, this is a scary room. No 2 bones about that. Is that even a turn of phrase? I always get those turns of phrases confused. Is it no bone about that? No bones about that? No two bones about that? Oh, well, waste of a key, but at least I have 99. Or no second thought? I don't know, man. English language is weird. Not sure I could be an English teacher, considering I can barely speak the language myself, apparently. 3 cents for a key, 5 cents for a bomb. We'll pay for the bomb. I wouldn't want bum friend in any case. You know, if that's your lifestyle choice, that's fine. Just don't try to force it on me, shop. We're gonna come up here. There's Demon Judgment. You know what? You get half a heart. Fuck you, Demon Judgment. You had the potential to save me, man. You threw it all away. We're gonna go fight both of our bosses here. What do I need? HP upgrades out the wazoo. 2 HP upgrades from these bosses. Normally I'd be like, just more HP upgrades, put them in the sack. We don't need that. We need these HP upgrades now. Also awesome would be a deal with the devil that could allow me to roll. I mean, if we got the nail and permanent invincibility from the Polaroid, I would be a happy camper. That's pretty unlikely. Book of Belial, very tempting item to use. But sadly, I think, well, we're just gonna not get anything on this item room, sadly. I mean, we're gonna get the pony here, but I don't want the pony, so we're not gonna take it. Pony himself should be dead very soon. There we go. Wow, they both died at exactly the same time. That was weird. Let's use 2 of spades again. Sweet, we're up to 99 keys. And I guess we're just gonna go fight Mom, because I don't want to carry the pony. And we're gonna fight the hardest version of Mom. But we're doing very good on the damage front ourselves, so I'm assuming we're going to be able to get through this fight fairly easily, at least. The candle is capable of hitting these orifices while they're hidden, I think. So that's also another very valuable factor in this fight for us. But things are going to get very tricky once we get past this. Oh, I did it, okay. And we got the pentagram, okay. So glass cannon status is officially being canonized, if you will. We're getting much, much stronger with respect to our tiers, but still, our health is not good at all. But, you know, tiers. Always beneficial. The more damage you do, the less damage you take. Unless there's some other mitigating factor, like, you know, your keyboard freezes or something, which has been known to happen. So, from a strength perspective, or a damage perspective, we're doing very well. The only question is, how long will we be able to do very well, without having kind of insulation from damage by way of more hearts. We'll see. We're dealing with some big floors here. Just back it up. There we go. That went pretty well. We're one-shotting those guys. We're actually doing, like, if we picked up Mom's Knife at this point, we would be doing insane damage, like Polyphemus Mom's Knife levels. Maybe even Polyphemus Mom's Knife quad shot. That might be pushing it a little bit, but certainly we are a force to be reckoned with at this point of the game. I should probably go back and pick up that scent. Might be beneficial. There's a lot of damage. So as you can see, you might have been saying, I don't know why Northernlion's complaining. This run seems to be going fairly well so far. To a certain extent, you're not wrong, but every hit takes off 1 whole heart. And that can add up pretty darn fast. Let's just have Cube of Meat destroy this man. Kill him! I demand it! That's an easy kill, obviously. Spirit Hearts, please God. It's the only thing that I want in this world. The only thing I value more than damage at this point is the ability to survive to do damage a little bit longer. My only regret is that I have but 1.5 hearts to give for my country. Again, candle kind of fizzled out there a little bit. But the candle itself now, once we get down to these like very low HP fistula parts, is going to be very good for us. There we go. 1 shot, 2 shots, whatever. Still very strong. Blood Bank, which we will explode to potentially give us some more health. Sometimes it works. Don't judge me. We get a lot of money out of it, which is something. What do we have in our item room? We have teleport. Sorry, not item room. Mob trap room. The item room of the womb, basically. Yeah, teleport is a weird item that I don't like most of the time. With this guy dying, he will not give us a spirit heart. Red hearts abound. Look at the fucking mini-map. It's like 30% red, which is pretty crazy since the rooms are all gray. Or, you know, brownish gray, I guess. A dark gray, if you will. A charcoal, if I was to buy a coat with it. Wow, that is an excellent spell of luck there. A little bit of spirit heartage. I would have preferred more, but that's okay. We'll deal with, you know, the limited amount of luck that we have so far. I'm happy with it. Trying not to look a gift horse in the mouth, for example. How are we gonna do this? Get as far away as possible. Fire that. Then have him walk into it. Oh, fuck it. We'll just blow him up. Bombs aren't that valuable now that I have the candle. We should still be able to destroy Mom's Heart fairly effectively. So we'll kill the brain dudes first, just to give us a little bit more map control, basically. And I totally went back on what I said I was going to do there, but it ended up working out fine for us regardless. Oh, I almost took damage there, but I think Cube of Meat actually came through in the clutch and saved me a little bit. Cube of Meat also killed that angel fetus, I believe. So we should have the boss room right down here. Well, at some point in the future, of course. Maybe 3 or 4 rooms down the line. There we go. We're going to have a boss room. Now we're just using the candle here because it's the easiest way to kill these guys. Oh, come on. There we go. So stupid to just pop up exactly where he was before. Now again, please, 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 HP upgrades. The most desperate need I've ever had for HP upgrades, potentially. Because we do have the chance to make a very good run out of this. If we could just actually, you know, get the tools necessary to sustain human life for a little bit longer. Teratoma is obviously going to be an easy boss, and this has the potential to give us basically any boss item. And there's got to be a lot of HP upgrades left in the rotation. There's also, like, Pageant Boy, etc., etc. But there we go, finally, HP upgrade. We're not going to get any deals with the devil, so this is going to be the health that we're going to roll with, unless we get more Spirit Hearts a little bit later. I don't know. There's a chance. There's always a chance. But the chances are getting lower and lower as time goes on here, and we continue to not really gain too much. Not that the game has been unfair. It's been very fair with respect to damage items. I just wish it was a little bit more... Oh, these things have Brownian motion. I just wish it was a little bit more spread out, if you know what I'm saying. Probably should have killed the blue flies last, because they're blue envies last, because I believe that allows you to have a better chance of getting an attack fly. I might be totally... Oh, the worst time to take damage! The room was going so well! Anyway. We've got 99 keys, so we should probably just open this golden chest. Maybe we get a great item. We get Mom's Heals, which at least gives us some range up. Which, you know, with Lump of Coal, it's not bad. We'll just take some shots here, and we should be able to destroy them. Again, we've got 2 very powerful avenues for doing a lot of damage now, but is it going to be enough? Probably not, but stranger things have happened. I've had runs that started out worse and turned out better. They're rare, but they have happened, and there's an extra Spirit Heart. If only we picked up the Relic or something. But in any case, here comes the Mom's Heart boss fight. Time to put our money where our mouth is. Not get hit, that's a good step 1. And then immediately start dropping bombs and candles in there to do as much damage as is humanly possible. And then the candle synergizes nicely with Mom's Heart, because it does, it phases at like exactly the same rate as Mom's Heart. I don't want to use the candle, there we go. So, like, we should use the candle like so, kill those enemies, continue firing the whole time, and then we should get another candle recharge by the time the next enemies come out. So, unless we have bosses, which we will, we'll probably have a Duke of Flies show up. Maybe not, actually. Then we should be good to go on this fight. Haven't taken any damage. Feels pretty good. And Mom's Heart is now dead. That went fantastic. Alright, it's up to the Cathedral. So far, so good. Sort of. Again, the longer the game goes on and the harder the levels become, the less likely it is that we're going to succeed. But with the candle, if we only use the candle to fight Isaac, there's a solid chance we could actually win this fight. Then we go down to the chest. Who knows, you know? Once you go down to the chest, there's 4 possible items there that could be beneficial for you. I'm not even sure what I would want right now. Just 4, like, fat HP upgrades. Lard, Rosary, Raw Liver. Odds are pretty low, but... Again, not mathematically impossible, I believe. Which is the only word, or the only few words that I need in order to encourage me to continue playing Isaac. Is this run mathematically impossible? No? Alright, let's give it a shot then. Worst thing that can happen is people are going to think I'm bad at Isaac, and they already think I'm bad at Isaac, so... Fair enough. Oh, it's more damage. Okay, now we're out of Spirit Hearts, and now we're only 1 hit away from death. Pretty soon, this is going to become mathematically impossible. Because we will cease existential functions. Okay, that was really scary for me. 1 more is dead. 1 more is hiding, I think. Come on, fly over the rocks. Oh, I missed! Oh! Oh! Thought I was playing Slender for a second. He appeared right behind me. In any case, Thank you to Edmund McMillan for programming The Binding of Isaac, thus allowing me to do that vanilla run. And in any case, continue suggesting challenge runs. Stop arguing in the comments, because when they become top comments, then it becomes difficult for me to see which challenge runs are fan favorites and which ones people actually want to see. But again, in any case, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Damn you, Angel Fetus! See you next time.